guys, it's Dwight. Welcome back to my studio. I'm preparing to work on a 24 by 36 canvas today, doing a colander pour, but I'm going to do something different today with my paints. I've been using a lot of the craft paints, Arteza, DecoArts Americana, Dazzling Metallics, Extreme Sheen, that other brand I mentioned before, got a deal. So I'm going to be using Artist Loft acrylic flow paints, blue, yellow, and red. I'm going to mix them together to create a custom palette. I'm not going to use them right out of the bottle. But what I do know about these paints, they have a lot of lumps in them, so I'm going to make sure I strain them very well. So we'll see what I put together. I'm going to mix some paints up in just a moment, and I will show you when I have them all mixed up. Okay, we'll see you in a second. Okay guys, here I am back in my studio with my paints all mixed up. Got a lot of blue, and surprisingly I have red and black. These are all Artist Loft acrylic flow paints. This is the soft body paint here. These are older bottles that I have, like the red right here. You know, the old style acrylic flow. And the same for the blue. Oh, it's cobalt blue, yeah. That's soft body. Okay, that's soft body, must be a newer bottle. Anywho, so this is just Artist Loft soft body white. This is the soft body cobalt blue, but I mixed some black in there with it to make it look like a navy blue. And this right here is the cobalt blue with some white. And then this has some yellow, cobalt blue, and white. Sort of like a turquoise blue color. Now I'm taking a risk here. I'm looking at these colors and I'm thinking, oh boy, you know, I've got some dark ones in there, but I have some white. And I have to be very strategic in how I place that to see how that turns out. So here's my canvas, 24 by 36. I'm repurposing it. I didn't like the previous pour. And yeah, I'm gonna stir these up one more time and we're gonna get started. Okay guys, here I am back in my studio after about an hour, letting this cure. do what it does, and I'm really happy with the outcome. Those Artist Loft paints work really well. Now that's getting me thinking about using them more. I just like the look of these cells. They're just different than some of my other pours, but that's what I want. I want it to be different, and I want it to have a nice texture to it, which I believe this has. When you stand back, there's a lot of texture and movement. Now the negative space, I think it turned out pretty cool. These cells are great. You know, I have been going in and trimming. I don't think I will. I'm pretty sure it's going to dry as is. What I will do is take this edge out right here, you know, maybe like over to right there and right over to there, just to make it sort of have like a waterfall edge, so it kind of cascades over, so it looks cleaner and it doesn't just sort of stop right here. Okay, so I'll let this dry. I will show you the end results. To show you more of these cells here. I don't know if you noticed in the last segment when I was pouring, I spilled my white paint. I almost freaked out, but thankfully there wasn't enough, not a lot in there, so I didn't waste any or have to mix up any more. Okay, friends, take care. I'll show you the dried results as soon as it's dry. Okay, guys, here I am. Next day, it is nice and dry. And I was watching and putting the videos together, I realized that the red didn't come through. I was just kind of curious to see if I can get some smattering of red in here. So I'm not going to do anything to this painting except just trim that out, that little line right there along the edge. So yeah, so I'm just going to set my camera up and just show you really quickly how I do that. And then I'll show you the final dried result. Hey guys, here I am. Just painting the edges. As you can see, it sort of disappears and opens things up a little bit. Yeah, so I just used my small brush, used some of the black paint that I used previously in the negative space for the dump paint, and just cleaning it up. I think what you'll see here in a second, I dropped my brush and I smeared things, so I had to kind of clean it up a little bit. But yeah, so it gives like a waterfall edge. It makes it look cleaner and crisper, and I'll show you the dried results here in just a second. I'm just doing some of the detail work around the edges, and yeah, that's all I did. It was the easy one this time. I didn't do anything in between the negative space or the cells that are around the negative space. I left them alone because they stand out nicely against the dark black. Okay guys, thanks for watching that piece, and I'll show you the dried results here in just a second. Okay guys, here is the final dried results. Now, I wanted to say a few things about the type of pours that I do. You know, I don't do swipes and I don't do blooms. And so, you know, what I'm creating here are different types of cells or different types of pearls, and different paints react differently. Now, these were all the Artist Loft brand paints, and they reacted nicely, as you can see, but they're different. They're different looking cells. And here's a painting, and you can see the difference in the type of cells that are in this painting. It depends on the paint brand. So what I'm going for is not just cell formation, but I'm also going for composition. I want it to look good when it's standing or hanging on the wall. So this is what it looks like. And you know, I cleaned up some of the negative space, so it has that waterfall edge to it. I guess that's what I call it. I'm not quite sure if that's the right terminology. And there you have it, the final results. Okay, guys, I hope you like it, and we'll talk to you real soon.